Okay, here we are, another Friday morning. And I just have one announcement to make before we start. Next Friday, July 3rd, is our official holiday. So we won't be having any live classes, but I am going to send out a pre-recorded Friday Flow video for you all. So just make sure that after class that you type in the chat box your name, your site, and your email address for all the FOHO members that are on. I will upload it to our YouTube page, and it will be up there sometime on Thursday, okay? I'm gonna try to record a class while I'm up at the lake in New York with my boyfriend, Jim. So you guys have a beautiful lake in the background. So I'm hoping I can do that on Wednesday since we're going up there for the holiday. So if you would like that video, I can email it to you guys, of course. So you have something to do next Friday morning. It just won't be a live class. So if you're not from FOHO, chat box, let me know what site you're from and your email address, and I can send that to you. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you're going to start in a tabletop position, a little bit different today. So feel free to give yourself a little extra support while you're kneeling here. And we're going to find a nice cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to lift our chest, we're going to drop our belly. And as we exhale, we're going to hold that chin into our chest and round our spine. And we're going to continue with this movement. Nice inhale and exhale. So just starting to slow down your breathing, but waking up your body and all the muscles here. You made it to Friday. Inhale and exhale. Hopefully you can relax this weekend. So we'll do one more cat-cow. You can also feel free to do this on your forearms so you don't have any weight on your wrists. Okay. Now we're going to start to make circles in one direction. So just slowly moving past those wrists just a little bit to get them warm. And as we come back into that circle, we lean back a little bit. So circles in one direction. This might be a little bit harder on your forearms, but you can still do it. So I'm doing it on my forearms, just making circles here, starting to warm up the body. And then we're going to reverse those circles and go in the other direction. Nice and easy, so keep moving with those circles. We'll just do a couple more in that direction. And then our last one. And now we're going to find a nice child's pose. So let's bring those knees nice and wide with our feet together. You're going to sit way back into those heels, extend your fingertips to the top of your mat, lower your forehead all the way to the mat here, and we're going to hold on to this for a couple of breaths. So an option I like to use is that block. My head doesn't go all the way down. So I bring the floor to meet me where I'm at this morning. And you can do the same thing. So let's hold there for a couple of breaths. As you exhale, really pressing those hips back into your heels. Stretching out that low back. Big deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Inhale, walk your hands over to that left diagonal. And then exhale, you're just gonna hold it right there. So reach into that left diagonal, feeling that stretch along the right side of the body. And then inhale, let's come back to the center. And exhale, walk over to the right diagonal. This time feeling that stretch along the left side of the body. Maybe try to bring your nose to meet your knee. Inhale back to the center. And exhale, let's walk those hands up. Okay, so now we're going to lower down onto our chest and our belly. And this is also a little different. You're going to slowly make your way all the way down. So nice and easy here. I'd like you to place your hands on top of one another. And we're going to have those hands right at our forehead. So your elbows come out to the side. You're going to take your head down so your forehead is resting on those hands. Your legs are about hip distance. And we're gonna start with the back. So as we inhale, we're gonna lift everything off the mat. So a big deep breath, inhale. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, you lift. Exhale, lower. So it might be a small movement, that's okay. So big inhale, lift. Try to get your knees off the floor, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So let's just do a couple more here. You could just lift the legs if you like, or maybe just your upper body. Let's try 3 more. Inhale, squeeze those back muscles. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, waking up the back side of the body here. We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale, squeeze to lift. And exhale, lower. Excellent. So feet nice and wide. We're gonna tuck those toes. Place our hands right underneath our shoulders. Okay, we're gonna lift up for baby cobra first. So inhale, push away from the floor. Bring those shoulders down and back. Exhale, lower. Let's try it 2 more times before we find a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. And again, just listen to your body. Maybe don't go as high as you did last time, that's okay. Inhale and exhale. I know my back is sore from my class last night. So go ahead and keep those toes tucked. This time you're gonna come all the way up and back into that downward facing dog. So once you pull those abs in towards your spine here, and once you start to pedal your feet out in your downward facing dog. Maybe your first one of the day, hold that down dog. Your options are doing this on your knees, or maybe even on your forearms. So let's hold this for a couple more breaths. Just pedaling out those heels. Maybe you're making circles in your down dog. You're moving your hips, whatever you'd like here. Just to get the body a little bit warmer, right? Let's lift up to the balls of our feet. As we inhale, exhale, press those heels down. Let's try that a couple more times. Inhale, lift up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, press those heels down. Relax your head completely. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, just lift your heels a little higher. Exhale, press down, excellent. Now we're gonna slowly walk our hands to our feet, so a little bit different. You can lower it to your knees if you'd like. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Heels come down to the floor. Maybe you lower to your knees. And then 1 vertebrae at a time, we roll up to standing. Head comes up last. So sort of a walk back. Slowly, slowly make your way up. And at the top, we inhale and reach those arms up, big deep breath. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward and reverse. Chin tucks. Shoulders roll forward. You start to bend at the waist. Start to hinge at the hips. Bend your knees here if you need to. Hands come to the floor, they make contact. You walk out to find a high plank or maybe supportive plank, and let's hold on to the plank here. Okay, so supportive plank, knees on the floor. Hold it. I want you to lift away from the floor rather than sinking into it. Okay, so push those shoulder blades apart. Maybe just have 1 knee on the floor, so a little extra challenge if you normally do 2, right? Maybe you have 1 leg lifted for an extra challenge, okay? Hold it for a couple more breaths, and then maybe switch sides. A couple more, guys. Once you tuck those hips under, 1 more breath. Exhale, come back to down dog. Press those hips way back up. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. I'll show modified. You can just do this on your knees. And then press up. Head comes up last. We roll it up, come to standing. Nice and slow, take your time, okay? So 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, float it down. This is our last time. So we're gonna tuck the chin. We're gonna roll the shoulders. Nice and slow, we bend at the waist, we bend at the hips. Eventually our hands meet the mat. We walk back out to that plank. So whatever plank you're doing this morning, hold onto that plank. Supported on your knees, maybe on those forearms. I want you to keep your gaze in front of the mat. Okay, so let's make sure our neck is nice and long. Tuck your hips under. I'm just gonna come check out your planks. So we gotta hold it. We're warming up that core. Excellent, looking good, guys. Keep it up. All right, good morning, Martha. Betsy, looking good, guys. Couple more seconds. Really tuck those hips under, engage those lower abs. I know we're getting warm, this is getting hard. And then inhale here. Exhale, let's lower the knees together if they're not there already. And then lower our chest. Ooh, good job. Make sure your feet are flat. We come back to this baby cobra. We inhale, lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, let's retuck those toes. Down dog. So a modified version, or all the way. Everyone can do this workout this morning, okay? Keep moving. And remember, if you've done this a lot and you've come to every single one of my classes and you're looking for that extra challenge, you can always do something single leg, single arm, so try to challenge yourself this morning. If you're not sure, just follow me and the modifications. So let's now bring our feet to our hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk. Or maybe you jump, right? That extra challenge. Let's find this forward fold. And then inhale, we're gonna sweep those arms up, pressing our feet into the floor. We come up nice and tall at the top. Palms come together, and exhale. We lower. Excellent. We're gonna work on our hips, okay? To continue this warm up, inhale, lift up. Exhale, we float it down. So swan dive forward. You lead forward and lead with your chest. We let it all go. Inhale, we find this flat back. So let's hang out here for a couple of breaths. You guys see how flat my back is. So look at the screen first and try to match what I'm doing. So you're gonna feel a stretch behind your legs. You're gonna pull those shoulder blades together. Hold it for one more breath. Your neck is super long. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's step that right leg back. Let's lower to our right knee. Okay, so I'm gonna fold my mat. We're gonna be here for a couple of breaths, okay? Right leg back, right knee on the floor. We lift that chest up. That's a little trick there, just holding the mat, extra support. Inhale to reach those arms up. Exhale, we hold. We find a low lunge. Hold this here. So if you're having trouble with balance, maybe bring your hands to your hips. Maybe you just stay with your hands on the floor. Okay, so whatever you can do here. Look down at your knee, make sure it's right on top of that toe, maybe slightly forward, and you should feel this hip stretch. Arms up. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring our palms together and lower to heart center. To hold this here. So we were working on some twists last week. We're going to continue to work on those again. We're going to start from the ground. So stay right where you're at. I'm just going to shift. Okay, so we're going over our left knee. We're going to try and add our twist right here. Okay, so inhale, you're going to lean forward. Exhale, you're going to twist to the left. Okay, so I'm just starting with a little baby twist. We're going to hold it for a couple breaths. Maybe your elbow goes to the side of your knee. Hold it. I want to make sure that you're twisting from your torso and your waist and not just your shoulders. Okay, try to hold it for one more breath. Ooh, legs getting warm. Inhale, come back to center. Good job, guys. Exhale, take those hands down. We're going to tuck our back leg and press back into our downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So down dog. Inhale, we come forward to that plank. We do this in between. Exhale, lower knees and chest. Flatten those feet. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, retuck the toes. Down dog. Do a little modification there. And hold. Take one more breath here. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Find that forward fold, right? I'm just moving to the other side. Forward fold, and then inhale, we reach those arms up. We bring our palms together. Maybe we lean back and exhale. Okay, now we're gonna stretch out that left hip. So inhale, reach up. Same thing, other side. Exhale, float it down. All the way down. Inhale, halfway. Halfway left. Let's find that flat back on this side. Your back is super flat. Legs are straight. Pull those shoulder blades together. And then exhale, lower. Step your left leg back. Lower to your left knee. I'm just folding my mat. So take a few seconds to find your balance. When you're ready, lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, hold. So I want you to hold on this position here. Think of tucking your hips under, or like wearing a tight pair of pants. just so that you engage your core muscles while you're doing this, or else you might fall over side to side, right? So pull those abs in. It all starts from the center of the body. Look down at your knee, make sure it's not going in or out, it's right over that foot. And then take one more breath here as you exhale. We're gonna bring those palms together, lower down the heart center. Perfect. So you can just stay right here if you'd like. Remember that we're gonna add that twist. So stay where you're at. Okay, this time we're twisting over to the right. So inhale, we come forward. Exhale, twist to the right. So on this side, I can get a little bit more. I can sort of put my elbow over that knee and encourage that twist. So as we exhale, find a little more space in the body. And again, just do what you can. You know, maybe you're just right up here. Try one more breath. It can just be a little twist. Inhale, come back to the center. Good job. Exhale, hands down. Let's find that down dog again. Remember, step it back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale, you come forward to your plank. Exhale, you lower knees and chest. Chaturanga, elbows straight back. Untuck those toes. Inhale, left, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Down, back. Down dog. Hold that there. Remember, you can go through this as fast or slow as you like. I'm going to be kind of switching it up if you're following me, okay? Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk or jump. Find that forward fold. Arms come out to the side, nice and tall. As we breathe in, our palms come together, and we exhale. Let's come to the front. Okay, so thumbs up, we're doing okay? You guys good? If you're not, just type in the chat box, let me know. Remember, you can always take it down a notch or take it up a notch. Okay, so we're gonna start with some warrior poses, and then we're gonna practice. Remember, we did the lunge and the twist last week. We did extended side angles, so we're gonna practice all those again, okay? So, top of the mat, we're gonna start with that right leg. So inhale, reach up. We're nice and warm. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. So let's step back to a warrior one, a medium step back. You glue your heel to the floor. You lift the chest. You inhale, reach those arms up, just like at our low lunge. And exhale, we hold. So I'll hold for a couple seconds so you can see how I'm doing this, and then let you get into that position. So my front knee is bent, but my back leg is super straight. We're tucking those hips under. Hold it for a couple more seconds. This is warrior one. Remember, these poses are really strong. Hold this here. So as we inhale, we're gonna lower those arms behind us. Okay, we're gonna find a humble warrior. So exhale, once you try to interlace your fingers behind you. If you can't get there this morning, maybe you're just squeezing your shoulder blades, right? So whatever you can do. Inhale, let's lift the chest. Pulling those shoulder blades together. Exhale, we bow down. Okay, so you're lowering your chest to your thigh and you're doing it slowly. Okay, with every exhale, you lower a little bit more. So think of letting go of something that's holding you back. Just let it go here this morning. Breathe and find some space. Reach those arms up if you can. Relax your head. So maybe you're just right up here, and this is a challenge for you. Maybe you're trying to get the top of your head all the way to the mat. I'm gonna give you about 2 more breaths, okay? And then inhale, push it to that back foot. Slowly pull yourself up. Exhale, release. Woo. Okay, triangle pose before we do the other side. So straighten that front leg. Inhale, we reach our arms up. Exhale, we rotate out and we lower our arms. So we have our left arm in front, right arm in back. Our legs are straight. We're gonna make a triangle with the legs. So inhale, reach forward while your hips go in the opposite direction. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. You're gonna do sort of like a side crunch. Bring your rib cage to your hip. So do that first. And then the arms just simply follow. So maybe your hand comes to your knee. And you start to twist and open up through the chest and the shoulder. Inhale, and then exhale, maybe get a little bit lower. right? So keep going. Remember, twisting from the rib cage, thinking of taking that rib cage to your hip and then adding those arms to it. Maybe you bring your hand all the way to the floor and you get to stack that wrist on top of your shoulder. So wherever you're at, I'd like you to hold it for a couple more breaths. Let's see it. Maybe you're imagining you're falling behind you, falling into a wall behind you. Good. Now, can you take your gaze to your hand? There's your last challenge. Nice, good, Betsy, yep. Nice, Bill. And then inhale, use that core, push into your back leg. Slowly pull yourself up like a windmill. I did this in class last night. And exhale, release. Whoa, feeling that. Okay, inhale, let's reach those arms up. Exhale, we're just gonna lift our heel off the floor and cartwheel our hands back down to the mat. And we're gonna step right back to the down dog. So that's our first sequence, okay? Inhale, we come forward to our high plank. If you want the extra challenge, you're gonna hover here with back of your knees touching the floor. So we hover as we exhale, and then we move forward and up into up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Or maybe support it on your knees. One more breath. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk your jump. Find that forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Arms reach up, palms come together, and exhale. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. You guys stay right where you're at. I'm just switching so you can see when I open up towards you. Okay, so inhale, we lift, other side. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. So left leg, medium step back. Heel into the floor, find your balance. Once you're there, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hold. So this is our warrior one. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Arms up. Now go ahead and tuck your hips under. I want to see that back go from an arch to a nice flat position as soon as you tuck those hips. One more breath. We're getting the body nice and warm before we move on to those more challenging poses and balances. Inhale. Let's take those arms down. Exhale. You're going to try to interlace those fingers. Or maybe you're just reaching for your thumb or squeezing. Inhale, we lift up. So our chest lifts up. Exhale, we start to lower. Humble warrior. Take your time here. Okay, so take a couple breaths to get into this. Lower your chest towards your thigh as you start to pull those arms up behind you. So that's that more challenging option. Hold it. My fingers are sort of sliding apart. So just do what you can. Maybe you're just squeezing those shoulder blades, but you're still lowering your chest. Think about pushing into your back foot. Let's hold it for about 2 more breaths. Can you get 1 inch lower? Good, Kishwar. Last breath. And then push into your back foot. Slowly lift your chest back up. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, we expand the lungs, and then exhale. We release. Okay, let's straighten that front leg, triangle pose. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, we start to rotate and twist. Now it's our right arm in front, left arm behind. Or whichever direction you're doing. This side. Okay, so inhale, we reach forward. Remember, those hips go the opposite direction. And then exhale, we do a side crunch, right? Rib cage to hip. Start with that first. And then the arms follow, right? We start to rotate and take our gaze up to our hand. We take an inhale and then exhale. Maybe we get a little bit lower. Maybe you come all the way down. Reaching for the inside of that foot. Can you take your wrist and stack it on top of your shoulder? Right? You can have a small micro bend in the front leg. Try to hold it right here. Now, if you're pushing into that bottom leg, can you pull your hand away from it? Well, it's a lot harder for the core. So use that if you need it. Hold for a few more seconds. Imagine you're falling back, or imagine you're being squished between 2 walls. Think of that. 1 more breath, guys. Ooh, nice, Shanita. Keep your gaze up at your hand and slowly press into that back foot. Slow. Pull yourself up. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Arms up. And then exhale, we cartwheel down. Right? So you can step back, downward facing dog. You can also come to child's pose anytime you'd like. Inhale forward to your plank. I'm going to be modified here. So lower knees and chest. Elbows are glued to your side. You should feel your arms scraping against your rib cage as you lower. Okay? Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, retuck. Down dog. Hold that there. You could also add an extra push-up, right? Or maybe do a single leg. Go through it twice and then switch sides. So lots of options for that. So wherever you're at this morning, try one of those challenging things to do. Any of the ones that I mentioned, okay? Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk your feet to the front. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Palms come together and move over. Okay, so we're gonna move on and add our high crescent lunge. We're gonna add our twist to it, and we're gonna add our extended side angle, okay? Remember that from last week. But we've warmed up the hips, so we should be pretty good. Again, slow it down if you need to. Go a little faster if you need to. Inhale, reach up, right leg. Exhale, let it go. We're also gonna move a little bit faster, okay? Extra challenge for everyone. Inhale, lift, if you're feeling it. Exhale. Okay, so inhale, step back, warrior one. We did this. Reach up, inhale, exhale, hold. So we're just gonna hold for about 2 more breaths. Tuck those hips under. 1 more breath. Inhale, we're gonna transition to warrior two. So straighten that front leg, open up that right hip, and find a wider stance for warrior two. So maybe you take a few seconds to get there. Hold. So remember warrior two, your feet are sort of perpendicular to one another. So we're gonna hold this for a couple of breaths. Knee right on top of that toe. Looking over that front arm, right over that middle finger, okay? Tuck your hips, exhale, can be a little lower. Arms are really strong. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse that warrior, so flip that palm, take that arm back, reach up. Your back arm, I want you to bend the elbow and reach behind. And reach that top arm, that left arm all the way back. So hold that right there. That back arm is just coming behind that low back. So we're encouraging that shoulder to twist. Since we're working on twist today, okay? Take your gaze up, 1 more breath here. And inhale, come back to that warrior two. Exhale, hold. Okay, so here's our transition like we did last week for that lunge. We're gonna lift that back heel off the floor. This back arm is gonna come down like we're sweeping the floor, right? Inhale. We turn to face the side of the room. Arms come up and we exhale. So we're in this high lunge, okay? You have the option of lowering to your knee like we did in the beginning. So whatever works for you. This side is a little bit better for me, so I'm gonna stay nice and low. Let's bring those palms together as we inhale and exhale. Bring them to our chest. Stay where you're at. I'm just gonna shift. I know our legs are feeling it. Can we add a twist? Staying in that high lunge. Let's try it. Inhale forward. Exhale, twist to left. Okay? And don't worry about getting all the way over to the side, just a couple inches. Whew, I'm sweating. Now can you press that back leg and make it a little bit straighter? Or maybe your knee is on the floor. So whatever you're doing. So I'm doing modified here. Let's try to hold for 2 more breaths with that twist. 1 more. Come back to the center. Woo! Inhale, and then exhale, we come back to warrior two. So open that hip back up. Warrior two, I know our legs are getting a big workout. Okay, so let's try the extended side angle. We're adding 2 layers and then the other side. So inhale, sorry about that side crunch, right? Our forearm comes to that thigh. We're gonna sweep this arm down and around, just like we did a minute ago, and stop right here. So you're making a nice diagonal line from your fingertips to your toes. I know we're feeling that front leg. Woo! Hold it here. Remember, keep your hips low. 1 more breath. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, let's let it go. Release, hands to the floor. Excellent job. Down dog. Good job, guys. Keep it moving. Inhale forward to your plank. Woo! Exhale, knees and chest. So you can do single leg right there if you wanted to. For that extra challenge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap the toes. Down and back. Hold your down dog. Or maybe you've taken a child's pose for a couple of breaths. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Woo. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, feet walk or jump to the top of that mat. Inhale, arms come out. Big deep breath. Palms together and exhale. Okay, so let's get ready for the left side. Stay where you're at. I'm gonna jump over here. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, float it down. Make sure to keep your core connected to the rest of your body the entire time, okay? So let's find our flat back. And then exhale, we lower. Okay, so left leg back, warrior one. Press your heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold. Hold that warrior one. So what do I mean by staying connected? Keep your abs sort of locked in. Tuck your hips under. Every pose you get into, get back into that tuck. Because it's likely that your core muscles have relaxed a little bit. So always add that little tuck, get the lower abs working. Inhale, open up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So open up from that left hip, right into warrior two on this side. Take a few seconds to find it. Arms are strong. Knee right on top of that toe. Hold for a couple of breaths. This is the first time we're doing this on this side. So if I were to come over and press down on your arms, you would not let me because they are super strong. Okay, so pretend that I'm trying to push down your arms and you are not letting me. So really engage that core. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm. Let's reverse our warrior. And let's try to wrap our back arm around. So you're just bending the elbow. You're just reaching for that other hip. Take your gaze at your hand and go back as far as you can. Big side stretch here. Couple of breaths. Maybe challenge your balance. Take your gaze at your hand. And then inhale, we go ahead and come back. Exhale, warrior two. Okay, so we come to the lunge. I know it's gonna be a lot of lower body in this sequence, okay? So inhale, flip your back heel off the floor. Your abs are really working. And then this back arm sweeps down, right? Nice flow, inhale. Exhale, hold. We're in this high crescent lunge. Okay, so I'm gonna take the modification on this side because of my hip, but you can stay with your knee off the floor. Hold here, or you can follow me. High crescent lunge. Can you lift your knee up a little bit higher and press through that heel? Let's bring our palms together as we inhale. Exhale, lower them down to heart center. So you can stay here or you can try to twist with me. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Okay, so stay right where you're at. I'm just gonna face you guys. I can twist a little bit better on this side, but that full lunge is a little too much for my hip today. Hold it for a couple more breaths. If you are in your full lunge, can you lift your knee a little higher and straighten your back leg out a little bit more? Think you're pressing through your heel. One more breath, guys. And then inhale, we come back to the center. Excellent. Exhale, we come back to that warrior two. So I'm gonna lift myself back up. Warrior two. Let's get ready for extended side angle, okay? Inhale, we bend this forearm, we lower it down. Exhale, this left arm sweeps the floor, reaches up to make a nice diagonal line, okay? We just hold for a couple breaths here. So hips might be here once you drop. Drop your hips. One more breath, reach. And then inhale, press back. Woo, give those legs a little shake. Exhale, take your hands down. Step it on back. Downward facing dog. Or child's pose. You can sing it with me too. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. I'm just kidding. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Or child's pose. And you should notice that you're moving and flowing a lot better than when you first started. Hopefully you are, right? So hold your down dog or child's pose, couple breaths. We're gonna go through it one more time, okay? Adding a balancing layer. So inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, reach up. Palms together and lower. Woo. So we got about 5, 6, 7-ish minutes left of work. And then our final 10, we just relax and stretch, okay? So here we go. One more round, adding one more layer. Okay, inhale, lift up, move to that right leg. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift, because you guys are doing awesome, okay? We're gonna add that challenge. Exhale, lower. Let's step right back into warrior two. Big step. Cartwheel those arms right and left and come right into that warrior two. Arms strong, gaze is over, that middle finger, that front arm, and you're pulling those arms away, okay? Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, bend that back elbow. Reach. Can you reach a little bit further? Now press into your front foot, straighten your front leg, and reach a little further. Press into the floor. And then inhale, come back down, bend your front knee again. Warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, same thing, lift your heel up. We're coming back to this lunge. The front arm sweeps up. Inhale, exhale, we're in a high lunge. Inhale, palms together, or moving a little bit faster. Exhale, hands to heart center. So you can stay here or add your twists, okay? Inhale, lean forward, exhale, twist to the left. So hold your twist, okay? Maybe here you extend and open up your arms in your twist, okay? So you stay in your twist, but you open up those arms. That's a really hard challenge. So a couple more breaths, okay? Let's try one more, and then inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, open up for that warrior two. Inhale, we do our side crunch. We lower this forearm onto our thigh. Exhale, that right arm sweeps and lifts up, and we find extended side angle. Hold. I know our legs are feeling it. So if you want a little extra challenge, slide that hand down, that bottom hand. Maybe wrap that arm around and come into a bind. Or maybe come up here for a quick stretch, and then get back into it. So whatever you can do here, but remember, you're making a diagonal line. Keep your hips low. One more breath, you guys got it. Inhale, come back up to that warrior two. Perfect. Exhale, let's come back to our lunge. So heel off the floor, the arm comes out. We have this one extra layer to do. As we inhale, palms come down, exhale. You guys probably know what we're about to do. We're gonna balance on this left foot, okay? Warrior three. So lean forward, push off that back foot. Keep your hands in prayer and keep your shoulder blades pressed together. Press off that back foot, find your flat back, and start to lift your back leg up. You can flex or point it, whatever you like. Sometimes when I flex, it just encourages my leg to get a little bit straighter so that I can really, straighten out my knee when I flex. Okay, so you can just lift a couple inches off the floor, like I'm doing right here. So just start right here, hold it. If you've done this before, let's try to get perpendicular to the floor here, making that right angle. Hold it right there. If you want the extra challenge, you extend your arms overhead for a nice full warrior three. Okay, maybe you point your toe, you open up your hip, stack, and come into half moon. So whatever you want to do here, I'm going to allow you to kind of come in and out of this pose for a couple more breaths, right? So first time, follow what I'm doing right now. I'm just balancing on one leg, right? If you've done it a couple times and want that challenge, follow what I'm doing here. So you're making sort of a right angle with your body. I don't want your chest to go lower than your hips. We don't want to fall forward. And that last extra challenge, reach your arms out or maybe open up for half moon. Let's take one more breath wherever we're at. I know this one's hard, guys. And then slowly bring your right foot to your left. You're going to bend your knees. Let's bicycle those legs. Woo! Great job. Let's roll it on up. Shake it out. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, float it down. Let's step back to downward facing dog. So this floor sequence, again, you can choose to sit out and just find a child's pose. If you're not sitting it out, we're going to find a plank. We're going to lower to chaturanga. We're going to lift up baby cobra or upward facing dog. and then back to down, or maybe child's pose. So we just need a little bit of energy to do the other side, and then we're done with that, okay? And then I'm gonna come and watch you guys do your balance. So we're on the other side, we're gonna bend our knees, come back to forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms come together, exhale. Okay, so left side. Here we go, inhale. Exhale, float it down. Halfway lift, inhale, right? Exhale, lower. So warrior two right away with your left leg. Big step back, cartwheel those arms. Left, right, and warrior two. We're gonna tuck those hips, keep that core engaged. Hold this here, arms are strong. Looking over that middle finger of that front arm. Can you take one more deep breath? Flip your palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Let's bend that back elbow of our back arm. Take our gaze to our hand. Maybe reach another inch, centimeter, whatever you can do. Push into your front leg. Push against the floor to find a little more length in that side body. Can you try it? And then inhale, we come back to warrior two. Exhale, hold, perfect. So we're gonna come into that lunge. Heel comes off the floor, pull those abs in, right? Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, we hold. So I lower to my knee on this side. My right hip is just too tight this morning. Not feeling it. So do what you can. I'm gonna add a twist though. Palms come together as we inhale. Exhale, we lower to our chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, we twist to the right. Okay, so I'm just going to show you from the front. And you can sort of hook your elbow into your knee for leverage, but make sure your knee doesn't fall in towards the midline of your body. So look down at your knee, okay? Make sure your hips are even. Press through your heel to straighten out your back leg a little bit more. If you're off your knee, press into your hands with that tension. Try one more breath, guys. Ooh, this one's hard, I know. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, we open back up to warrior two. So I just came up from the floor. Warrior two, maybe shake it out for a second. Side angle. We're gonna really feel that thigh here, okay? So inhale, we did a little crunch. Exhale, we sweep the floor and find a nice side angle. You can stay right here. So I'm gonna show you a couple options, and I'm gonna come up and see you guys. So you can slide that bottom arm, maybe to the floor. You can get there, and then maybe this top arm wraps around. So you do what's called a bind. If you've done that before, you have that in your practice, maybe you're just right here, right? Maybe you come up and stretch out your thigh, get back into it. Let's see it. Just a few more breaths. You guys can do it. Good. If you're not doing the bind, then keep your arm extended. You can also have your hand on your hip if that bothers your shoulder, right? I didn't really talk about shoulder issues, but I'm probably not the only one that has them. So one more breath, you guys look good. Inhale, push back up. Warrior two, exhale. One more time for this lunge, okay? Because now we're gonna balance. Heel lifts up. Left arm reaches up, inhale. Palms come together, exhale. Push off your back foot and balance. Okay, so follow me. I'm just doing my foot is just off the floor a couple inches. So if you've never done a balance, try this. And I'm flexing, so I'm trying to extend that back leg and make it as straight as I can. Maybe you lower a little bit more and you bring your leg up. So imagine you're making the letter T with your body, right? So that top part is your torso and your leg, and the bottom part of that T is that nice straight leg. Okay, if you want an extra challenge, extend your arms out, or maybe you stack your hips, open up for half moon, hold it. I can only do it on that side. Feel free to come out of it, shake it out, and get back into it. Oh, nice, Bill, looking good. Let's take just a few more breaths. You guys got it. You got it, Martha. I can't see anyone else, but I know you guys are all working. Diane, Neil, Elaine, keep going, guys, looking good. Focus on one thing in front of you. Press through that heel, lift up. Can you try one more breath? Lift up from the mat rather than sinking into it. Woo! And then slowly bring that foot back to your other foot. Good job, guys. Bicycle the legs. So with those balance poses, it's easy to sort of sink into the mat. Just you want to think of length and lifting up and away. Okay, so we'll finish on the floor. You can also just find a child's pose, but floor sequence one more time here, just to equal ourselves out. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, knees and chest. Baby cobra. And then I'm going to go right into my child's pose. Knees wide, feet together. Relax. So take a couple of breaths here. Letting that heart rate come back down. You guys did a great job. That was more like a power yoga today. And then slowly walk those hands up. We're going to come down onto our back. So we're going to continue with our twist and do a spinal twist on our back. This will feel really good. I just want you to slowly make your way down onto your back. Nice and slow. You can even reach behind your legs here and just pull those abs in as you slowly, slowly lower. Right? And then pull those knees into your chest. Just let it go. Flatten your back. Rock side to side. So with our twist, we're going to do one knee in at a time rather than both. So let's extend our legs straight out. And I want you to start by pulling your left knee into your chest. Take your hands under your knee rather than on top. Okay? You're going to make little circles in each direction. Left knee. And then reverse the directions. Sort of working into that joint. And now we're going to open it out to the side for external rotation. You just want to make sure you keep that opposite hip glued to the floor when you do this stretch. Because if you don't and your whole body turns, and you're not really getting that stretch to its fullest extent, right? And let's bring it across the body. So all the way across to that right side, and we're going to look over that left shoulder and go into that twist. And then slowly come back to the center, extend, shake it out. Good job, right leg. So same thing, knee in, hand under the knee, relax your feet, your toes here, and then you're just gonna make circles in one direction. And reverse that direction. And then open that out to the side, external rotation, keeping that opposite hip glued to the floor, right? Hold here for a few breaths. And then slowly take it across the body. Swing over, hips can come off the mat for this one. And let's look over now our opposite shoulder. Try to relax that shoulder all the way down. Make sure to turn your head with it. Get that neck stretch. And slowly come back to the center. Good job, shake it out. We've got 2 exercises and then we are done. So our first one is going to be a happy baby. So this is another way to stretch our hips and back. So we're gonna bring those knees in, feet together, hands come inside. You're going to reach for the sides of your feet or your toes, keeping your head, neck, and shoulders on the floor, and extend those legs up, just like a baby. And then maybe you rock side to side. If you want that little massage into your spine, this feels really good. And then we slowly bring those heels back together. Feet come to the floor. And we're going to finish with a bridge. If you want to do a little bit more challenging version, you can come into a full wheel if you'd like. So feet are about hip distance. We're going to lift up to our bridge. I'm going to turn off my stopwatch. Slowly lift up into that bridge. And then if you'd like, just like with Humble Warrior, try to interlace your fingers underneath you, right underneath your hips. And so just encouraging our chest and shoulders to open a little bit more. So just an option there. And then when you're ready, just slowly release and slowly let those hips and spine come back to the floor. And just for our last minute here, find your own Shavasana, your own corpse pose. You can have your legs straight out if you want, or arms overhead, whatever feels good. And just close your eyes. Our last minute. Slowly start to move your head from side to side. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Go ahead and open your eyes, extend your legs all the way out, reach your arms overhead, make yourself a little bit longer. Take a big deep breath, and then exhale. Make your way over to your side. Rest yourself up, nice and slow, take your time here. And when you're ready, just meet me in a comfortable seated position. And all together, we'll reach your arms up as we take a big deep breath. Inhale, and then exhale it all out. I'm gonna do it 2 more times. So inhale through the nose, fill up the lungs, and then exhale through the mouth, just let it go. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale. And we'll bring our hands together. We'll lift our hands up, and we'll say namaste to one another. Bow. Thank you all for coming. As always, that was great. And it was more of a power yoga. You can see my sweat here. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.